Okay, we're gonna call the town board meeting to order. The fire exits are outside that door at each end of the hall, in case of a fire, and there's a defibrillator across the hall when it's needed. We will start with the pledge of allegiance to the flag, a moment of silence for all deceased residents of Hamlin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. We will continue with the invocation from Pastor Chris Boyd from St. John Lutheran Church.
Let's pray. Oh, Lord and God, we thank you for today and for the warming weather and for this town of Hamlin and for those who lead here. We pray that your blessing would rest upon this meeting here tonight. That you would also be with those who are struggling in our community at this time, especially those grieving, that you would bring them your comfort. So give wisdom to those who make decisions here, and we pray that your hand would direct them, and we ask it in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor.
Thank you, Pastor.
All right, will the clerk please call the roll?
Corba.
Here.
Wright.
Here.
Vocal. Yeager. Best.
Here. We will continue with the public forum. If anybody in the audience would like to talk to us, please keep it down to 5 minutes, address the whole board. We may or may not answer you. If anybody would like to speak out in the audience. Seeing that there is nobody, we'll close the public forum. Requesting town board resolution to approve the regular town board meeting minutes of February 26, 2025.
Second. That's good.
Corba.
Yeah.
Wright.
Yes.
Vocal. Yeager. Best.
Yes. Requesting town board resolution to approve the payment of bills from their respective funds.
So moved.
Second.
Corba.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Vocal. Yeager. Best.
Yes. Supervisor's monthly report, knowledge and file. Number 9 is a negative declaration for a public hearing before this for a new law for fire department and ambulance volunteer worker exemption. So this, number 9, is negative declaration for them. Negative declaration of environmental significance, inspecting local law to amend chapter 442 taxation, article 8, volunteer firefighters, ambulance workers exemption, 442-21, qualification for exemptions of the code of the town of Hamlin. And I will stipulate to all of this, but it's at the town board shall make with respect to such law without further regard to seeker. Oh, we find that determines that such legislation action is a type 2 action, and as such is an action that will have no significant adverse environmental impact, and this resolution shall be considered a negative declaration pursuant to the provisions of seeker.
Second.
Corba.
Yes.
Wright.
Yes.
Vocal. Yeager.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Can you just change, I don't know what happened to that address up there. 1300 Hilton Hamlin.
Oh. Okay. I didn't even see that. I've looked at this thing a bunch of times.
Fresh eyes.
Yes? So we can actually do that right now. Could we just pass this as it is? Request town board read. We have to rescind the old one then?
What old one?
What I just said.
Oh, no, she's just gonna make a correction to the
Oh, she's
town board
gonna
minutes.
just make a
Yeah.
correction and that's
Yeah,
good in a minute?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
thank you. I didn't catch it, but there's a bunch of times. All right. Resolution and final order instructing local law number 1-2025, a local law proposing to amend chapter 442 taxation. Article 8, volunteer firefighters and ambulance workers exemption 442-21, qualification for exemption of the code of the town of Hamlin.
Second.
I was gonna say, I'm just gonna stipulate to what is in here. I was looking to see if I was waiting to see if the address on this was on.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Nope, this is 1658. Okay, you got the address right on this one.
Purple,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Bogo,
Yeah.
Yeager, Buzz.
Yes. Okay, the next one, the highway superintendent just gave me an expanded thing for that. So you can ask some questions after this, I'll read it off first. Requesting town board resolution to purchase one used 2017 Ford F-350, VIN number 1FDRF3G69HEE36776, equipped with 2017 Alltech AT200A aerial work platform serial number 0917BV24085. Truck and equipment to be purchased from Alltech. Newco? Okay, I didn't know if that was supposed to be New Jersey or something. Through Sourcewell contract number 110421-alt. For a sum of $43,550, monies to be used from account number DA 5130.2. No,
No,
No.
this is the truck in PA, right?
Yeah.
The
no,
last meeting, we did a resolution to bid a public auction for a truck, we didn't get that truck. So this truck is at the dealer in Pennsylvania, I went down and looked at it Thursday. It's a good truck, it'll do everything we need it to do.
that truck at auction, we had set it down at 40,000, because then there was a 12.5 purchase on top of that. And it went for over 40,000, so he stopped it.
Second.
Purple,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Bogo, Yeager,
Yeah.
Buzz.
Yes. Requesting town board resolution approving a recreation supervisor to advertise for the submission of sealed bid for services associated with painting the wooden playground structure located at 1658 Lake Road, Inland, New York, 14464.
Do we have to be careful what we put on
We just did playground. So it's-
as far as paint?
Talking to me or her? I'm gonna defer Mike, 'cause, you know.
It's
Like
like
it's-
Stain, you can see that.
Winter time,
That's approved by,
here.
Yes, you have to keep it sealed that it doesn't break down and then it's inside.
they have to be specified in the bid.
The bid is only for services, we provide only to the.
So moved. Second.
Purple,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Bogo, Yeager,
Yeah.
Buzz.
Yes. Requesting town board resolution to use ARPA money to make the following budget amendments. Increase revenue account A0599 fund balance, $24,604.83. Increase expense account A1620.20 town hall equipment, $24,604.83. There's another part to this, so before you, that is, just to let you know, that's computers. And increase revenue account A0599 fund balance, $1,627.50. Increase expense account A7140.20 playground and rec equipment, $1,627.50. That is the stoves that we had to buy out of the garage. We have already gotten it passed, and we're just moving the money now. Excuse me.
Second?
Robot,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Olco,
Yes.
Yeager,
Yes.
Haas.
Yes. Is there any other resolution before tonight? All right, we will continue with reports. Councilperson Yeager.
So we had no zoning, right? There was no storm. So public library had the Siberian Husky Club. They brought a couple dogs with them, and I guess that was a huge hit. And the sprinkler inspection completed, and their fire alarm inspection is scheduled for March.
Councilperson Vogel.
The History Center continues to have open hours on the second and fourth, Sunday of the month from 2 to 4. We are resuming our committee meetings starting tomorrow. So tomorrow will be the first one we haven't had last year. And did you ever, I didn't miss, did anyone ever contact you about the fire alarm? No.
I called him, nobody responded back to me.
Okay, because Dave said they sent him an email, someone else came out and something, and they're still claiming that it's offline and not working.
Oh, I didn't know, I haven't seen that, so.
I asked him to send me the email, and I haven't seen it yet, so I'll call. The Chamber of Commerce still has yet to meet. That they had a meeting scheduled, and due to not enough people being able to attend, they canceled it, so I guess we're trying to do that.
Okay, thank you. Councilperson Wright.
Let's see, Conservation Board, they ordered trees for April. You know when the delivery
I do
time?
not.
What's that?
I do not.
I don't think he brought up what time they were handing them out or whatever, but they brought up Area 1 being closed, but the rest of the park is still open for the redoing of Area 1. We're gonna do the boat launch, getting redone, in Sandy Creek, and they're still looking for their 5th board member. They brought it up again. Hilton Parma Fire District, they're going on for the towns of Hilton, the village of Hilton and the town of Parma voted for the tax district. I'm not sure whereabouts they are on it, they just said that they approved to go forward to try to get it, I believe, correct?
And we have a description for the district.
Yeah, because I
Well, I
asked
can
them
do
where
that.
they were gonna house, and they just really don't have any idea yet.
Ambulance?
Ambulance district, yeah, they're gonna do a district in the north and take over the north half.
This Gates goes all the way up to Peck.
Yeah.
But then it's anything north of that. Yeah, District 4. Hamlin Ambulance, they had 140 calls for February. A 63% increase over 2024. They have 253 calls year to date already, which is a 33% increase. It's just, it's all across the board too. Illnesses, falls, accidents. The seniors, they had the honor flight presentation. That was quite lengthy, but it was also very much informal, and there was a lot of people that had a lot of tears, because that thing was just a tearjerker watching those men and women coming home and stuff. It's just amazing, and Jackie Smith is gonna be going with her dad at the next one. The next meeting, the Deputy Clark will be presenting with the bomb squad, so that ought to be really interesting too. Jackie Smith's dad they're coming home on the 4th, so she had asked anybody that wanted to come to the airport to be there by 11:30. VFW, looks like they're gonna have trouble getting the fish fry going for next year. They're trying to find somebody to take over the fish fry. They can't get anybody to do it. It's a lot of work, and it's hard to do because you also have to go get supplies, rotate the fish. It gets pretty involved. Making headway on the banners. I had another meeting this morning. So we'll be able to, we're gonna come up with a schedule and we'll send that out once I have it. We are gonna do some scanning this Thursday at 6 o'clock. So that's when they have the most people come to the VFW. So Bob has a scanner, and then we need to have at least 5 pictures scanned, and it'll be from any era all the way back to they say earlier, I forgot. Civil War. And the VFW auxiliary did a really good thing. They've been sending boxes of care packages over to Iraq. And the group at the base sent back a thank you, significant letter and a plaque. And they also flew a flag over the base, and they sent that flag back to them as well. So that was pretty cool. It was kind of like, they didn't realize that they were going to do that, but it was really a nice gesture on the men and women from over there. And that's all I got.
Okay, thank you. Councilperson Thurlow.
Yeah, the March 3rd planning board meeting, there's a public hearing for a special use permit on 829 Moscow Road for a lawn mowing property maintenance business. There was some concerns over the use with its own and the number of vehicles that would be on site. He was asked to come back with a more specific site plan, and it was postponed until the 7th of April meeting. There's also a public hearing on 1800 Lake Road in the Tops Plaza for tobacco, smoke, and vape shop business. There was some concerns over hours of operation, and that was approved with contingencies as far as specific hours and no illicit substances. Another public hearing, same Tops Plaza, for Lifesaver Appliance for selling new and refurbished appliance businesses. That was approved. And there was a public hearing continuation for Hidden Pines Section 3 off of Lake Road. And that was approved with conditions that the attorney approval on easements. Then there was a commercial site plan application for 328 Lake Road East Fork for what was Nuts Corners. There's a gentleman in that would like to reopen that restaurant, and as hopefully it'll be known as Jailhouse Rock Bar and Grill. And that was scheduled for a public hearing on April 2nd. And there's scheduled a residential sketch plan, but that person did not show up. And Hamlin Morton Walker District, there was no meeting due to the weather. That meeting was canceled. And then Farmland Protection Plan, we had a meeting with the steering committee last week for looking over the rough draft. There's a couple minor changes made to that draft. And we've scheduled a public informational meeting so the public can come in and view the plan for March 19th at 7 o'clock. It'll be in the gym.
Okay, thank you. Our building inspector, Cheryl.
Unfortunately, I have no report tonight. There's no glitch with the permit program that Edmonds is aware of, and we're going to work on it Thursday morning at 9 a.m. and they're confident that they can fix it. I tried to print out all the building permit information for the past month. It was lacking a lot of information. So there's some kind of no connection. But they're confident they can do it.
Lieutenant Mike.
We've been beginning to clean up, hopefully, from winter, taking down some of our plow markers and cleaning up some of our plow dump off spots. And doing the spring sewer mains and gravity mains, flushing those and looking, locating the raisins, jamming holes. That's about it.
Speaking about that, I did talk to one of your workers there Sunday, and they were telling me that you were doing it. I didn't know you were going around raising manholes. There's a bunch of them we need easements for, to get down the driveways and flush. But we have to do the town work. If you get me those addresses, we're gonna work on it immediately, get easements for those houses, so we can go in there and flush it.
There's actually only one that on this stretch that we need to get in the driveway. The rest of them fall on that section of Dollar's Woods.
There's two.
No, because I think you're thinking about, there's the gentleman, the first house this side of, you're over there. He's in the Lions Club. You know who he is.
Right by his shed.
Across from,
He's almost across from Hillcrest, there's a house. And it's right, if you go, you gotta go down his driveway to Blacktop Drive, and there's a manhole almost touching his little shed he got across from his house.
but his shed is on the property line, the manholes in Dollar's Woods.
Oh, his shed is that close?
According to the survey map.
Oh, okay.
And then-
He mows it. That's why I thought it was his.
No, I don't believe so. So no, I will give you whatever.
That's just this one right here.
Yes.
Yeah, we just wanna, I know I got in trouble years ago for doing that, so let's get them all and get it all set and get our easements and everything. We will definitely do that.
So we are going through right now, and we've gotten verbal permission from people to come on their property and find it. And then if they are on their property and we need an easement to come in and do it, then we could. But right now, there's no paper.
Nope, that's fine. Like I say, please let us, get us those numbers and we'll help you out and get those easements. All right, thank you. Our recreation supervisor.
All right, so we have new programs coming out April to June. That's actually what I'm texting you right now, getting instructors information. Everything I think is in at this point. That was the last one to get back to me. We're gonna take a little lighter on programs because summer sports start and kids can't commit to more than one thing at a time. So we'll do some stuff, but not a ton. Summer sports, soccer is right about where it usually is. The last few years, baseball is very, very low. So I can see about it today. First of all, Little League was very difficult to work with, so we can't join Little League unless we have to put all our kids in from U4 to U15, which is a whole discussion that I'm not gonna get into now. But the league that we currently play in out of Albion switched the days the kids play on. So the U12 team was playing Tuesday, Thursdays last summer. This week it's just kind of Monday, Wednesday. A lot of our kids attend the same church in town and they have Bible study on Wednesdays. So we lost a very big chunk of kids. So that's very unfortunate.
And Little League, just so you guys know, Little League is very expensive. So I mean, we would have to almost double, would you get a lot of these people to even sign up? I don't know, it's terrible.
So it's something we kind of been working through with the baseball numbers. I don't have an answer. So baseball numbers are low. We will have a 12U team. We'll have an 8U team and then 2 T-ball teams as of right now. Soccer is looking good, like I said. Summer camp registration will open up mid-April, which everyone is asking about, so I have a feeling that'll sell out pretty quickly as it does every year. 99% of our trips are booked, just working with the beach on finalizing that. Planning events, which sounds crazy, but working on that with the cultural committee, and then Josh is working on some grant writing stuff. On top of day-to-day programming and everything else. So we're back up in our busy time. I don't think really ended, but that's where we're at.
And concussion protocol. She doesn't even want to talk about it. We've been working hours on it because our insurance people now. Everybody had to take concussion training and all this other stuff, so we're trying to work on that for the insurance company. Otherwise they'll drop, or raise our insurance or drop it. Or raise it
They're
terribly.
lowering our, what is the word? I don't know.
They're lowering our benefits and raising
Yeah,
the price
they're
by
raising our
thousands.
price, and, but it's also required that we have all of our parents, coaches, athletes, and referees, which are assigned to us by the leagues, that I don't even know first names of our referees, are all concussion protocol trained. So, if you have any suggestions on how to make that happen, I'm open to it.
What's the training? Is there like an online, or is it like a form you can give them and they can just read it and sign it, that they've been trained?
We think it's mostly online.
Yes, so, like, our older kids play in the Monroe, soccer league, so I don't do anything with the rest other than get their information and write them a check. So I have to ask them for the games they've been certified. That meets our standards with our insurance company. If they have not, then the game cannot proceed.
So don't they all have to be, they probably all have to be certified, I would imagine. If that's-
One would imagine, yes,
Yeah.
but there's different trainings. This one is a specific one that they would like.
There's different ones for students, different ones for high school, different ones for this.
So the one they're recommending is, the one that the NCAA uses. So it's probably pretty common, but I have not gotten confirmation back from the baseball leagues, the soccer leagues. I mean, obviously our in-house one is easy to do. But my concern is every rep that comes into town. We already have a problem, I don't know if any of you guys know, but getting reps out to the west side is not an easy task as it is. And add this on top, and I'm gonna spend my whole summer repping again, but.
So the program, the recommended, is recommended by the insurance company, like they're dictating what.
Yes.
And a lot of the soccer, they're clubs, so they're not gonna be in a town like our team. So that's a big difference there too, nobody's gonna.
We are the
play on
only
their club.
town that still exists in the Monroe League. Steve Clarkson balled out at 10 years old, and Kendall does as well. They don't even play the older teams. So we get a lot of those kids, which is great. I'm getting kids from both towns currently, but it's just more hoops to jump through. I mean, we have these coaches that volunteer, and they have to do the background screening, the safe sport, the concussion protocol, first aid, like, how much can you ask a volunteer coach to do at the rec level? I don't disagree with it. I think training and education is fantastic. We go above and beyond by providing field staff every night, which has first aid CPR, we provide the AED. Rick and I have talked about the new legislation that we're gonna have to carry EpiPens. There's just, how many hoops can you jump through to play soccer in the town park? All of which, you know, and
Because if they need the epi, then they have to have this with epi, and then epi out there.
Is that a new thing?
Yeah.
they're trying to mandate it like they did with the AEDs, so now like my staff,
They
there's
just
an
have to
AED out
figure
there.
it first, but they haven't set the standard yet on what they're supposed to do.
I mean, I guess I would say like if the training is something, if it's like slides online or something, they can throw on a piece of paper and have people just sign. So that it's quick and easy and not like sit down and go online and, you know, that's assuming everyone has.
I think that the parents are fine, like, obviously you're taking it play until they do it, the coaches, that's fine. My biggest concern is the rest of them, they come there, they want their money, they don't even know, they don't even read the rules, like, let's be honest, we've all seen youth sports, right, like, they're there, they want their check and they leave, so telling them, you know, hey, by the way, before you rep, can you take this class real quick, they're gonna laugh at me. And they already don't like us because we're the only town, or the only club that doesn't pay cash to the reps. So they gotta drive to the west side, most of the rest come from the east side because the west side they offer training. We don't pay cash. We have to pay them a voucher check 2-3 weeks down the road, and they don't like that. So we already, if they are short on reps, we are the first group that gets cut or wrapped for the night. Every single night Colleen wrapped for me last year, I wrapped, we had all our kids wrapping. It's not an easy thing to do to get wraps as it is, and this is just one more thing that's gonna make it difficult. And I can tell you, I spend my nights wrapping, kicking parents off the field because they just yell at me, and I'm like, dude, I've been here since 8 AM, I'm not even getting paid for this, like. So, Eric, I really don't want to talk about concussion, but I'm gonna defer to Liz.
We met with the master plan.
Oh, right, yeah, so we've been doing that too. So Rick and I have started working on the master plan, so we're working on that as well.
Okay. Our town assessor, Liz.
So when we sent out the postcards in January, I received 56 new enhanced stars, 43 new seniors, 26 new veteran disability exemptions, 19 new veteran applications, and 3 new agricultural. That's really high on the veterans. Usually every year, maybe get 5 to 7. So that postcard really hit the veterans. That's the first time we added the veterans on. We were mandated to add it on the postcard. So we got a lot of homes there, that people that came in. That's it.
Okay. Our fire marshal, do you have anything you want to say?
Cheryl and I went to, I got summons from the fire department to go over to the trailer park for a, it's not quartering, it's cluttering, is the proper name for it. So I called Cheryl the next day and I said, you gotta go with me. We met with the park manager and we had to remove the lady from her trailer. And I was talking to Cheryl today at class and the son called me this afternoon and he thanked me up and down for helping them out. They had troubles getting into the trailer. The mother wouldn't let them in. And so I sat down with her that night until I come back the next day. Cheryl, like I said, Cheryl and the manager come in, and it was a couple week process, but I called the family. Cheryl will attest. I got all the numbers to the family, and I started down the list, and we ended up putting her in a hotel. The boys did, and the way we went about it, I thought it was quite well. And then again today, he called me and thanked me up and down. She is now back in her trailer, but it's a problem we're having in the town. There's a lot of clutterers in town. I don't care if it's Brook Edge. We got them down Brook Edge. We got them in the trailer park. They're popping up all over Ryan Home Track. So we've been working on that. I think you forget me a new computer. It had been come back a few times to keep adding more and more stuff onto it. And as far as fire end of it, we had the Peters deal, which wasn't a town deal, but as far as the fire marshal being called out on that, but they've been working with the planning board is asking to go and check on a couple. Councilman Probert brought up, I had to go down and meet with these people after the class this week. And I just want to thank everybody for the support with the passing of my wife. And I'm back online. I was still online as far as emergency calls and stuff, but now I'm back online and we're just moving forward. So other than that, everything's been quiet. Starting inspections, commercial structures right now. So that's where we're at.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Our town clerk, Penny Jones.
I don't have much to report.
Okay.
Taxes are going great. Things are slowing down. So I'm gonna go back to working on records retention.
Exciting.
But the room down there is much better.
Yes,
Big difference.
it is. It's warmer. That stuff's putting heat in there too for some reason.
But we don't need a new building.
Yeah, we do.
We don't.
Yeah, we
We
do.
don't need a new building.
I know, are you crazy?
No, no, see, you fixed, thank you, Betty Jo, for that honest observation.
No, but it's good,
The
You know,
master,
the
the
mold
master's
not
plan
floating
said we
in there.
outgrew the gym in 1989.
Yeah, 1989.
1989
The
said we
gym was
outgrew the gym.
insufficient and
Why?
uninhabitable for young people.
We can fight about this later on. I've been sitting there for my report, I've been doing a bunch of stuff, you know, end of year stuff, I've been trying to get caught up with all of our forms and everything. You know, the computer, as you see, the computers are all in, they're finally all done, we've all had to call them for little glitches. Every one of us, still probably a couple. But hers isn't really them, it's some other company, but whatever. As far as, and then I'm just gonna jump right into discussion too, I do have something to discuss, well, the conservation person is here too. And I want to ask the town board, because we're gonna advertise for somebody, because I know you want the fifth person, because you had somebody retire. We don't have any, we can put 10 different advertisements in the West Side News and not a single person will. I respond. We put it on this front board out here, we do it, I mean, how can we get people to respond and maybe for the position?
Once you know people, get a couple of free.
I mean, if you know people, that's fine too, but I mean, we need to get the word out a little bit.
That's,
Well, right, the website, definitely the website.
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, the sign out front, you know, put it right on the sign out front, people driving by.
That might be really.
that might be the way to go.
Do you wanna pay?
So your question is, how do we advertise in this new day and age for town positions?
Well,
So
that one
West,
in particular.
West Side News is obviously not gonna cut it. for the
How much
town.
is it for Indeed? We've done it before where we get a
$75.
That's more for like.
But yeah, I don't think that
employment,
that's-
goes
yeah.
beyond
Right.
scope of
Social media, I
employment.
think, is gonna be your big thing. I think like something like that board, so whatever social media pages there are, I know there's Facebook, is there anything more at the end?
We have we have a town webpage.
Right,
The town newsletter.
town newsletter.
Yeah, we put it in a town newsletter, that's fine too. I mean, you know, we can do all that, it's just, do we put it in the, do we even waste, I don't know what it costs to advertise in that right now.
$40 maybe, I think.
$40.
40 or 58.
Depending on how big they
Is that a
are.
requirement
I mean, I could
So
probably
advertise?
$40.
to advertise the position in the specific, like the West Side, like that's what, No.
No.
It's just our official newspaper, so
Right.
it's always done like that, but it isn't working, so that's why I'm asking this board. You need somebody on your board, so I'm asking, all right, how do you wanna do this? We gotta get more people.
Well, I was saying, you target recruit, so you have like the demographic, there's a certain person who's gonna go with this. And I know you laugh about that, but.
No, there
I
is.
mean, that's, you're gonna get some old hippie that wants to be part of that.
right, so there's a lot to be said about like demographics of Facebook, so I feel like the demographic of Facebook is like my age, give or take.
Some old hippie.
You might not reach, you know, older people, you might not reach younger people, because there's not a lot of young people that are on Facebook, they're on other things, so I think there's a tight demographic that's on
Okay,
Facebook.
we'll do Facebook.
I mean, I don't know
Page.
who's on Facebook in this room that could contest it, right?
I would put it in the paper, I think it's $40. That might give it a little bit of a different demographic.
Seems like the last time we had a couple, 2-3 different people.
Yeah, well, we have on the front thing too, the sign out, that may help a lot, just people driving by and seeing, hey,
You might have to do it all,
Your
well, we
website,
will do it all.
right? I
you're
mean,
not
that's,
delivering your West Side News anymore, so people
Right.
gotta come here to get it or tops.
Whoever reads it wants it.
Yes, Kaylee.
You can take out a paid ad on Facebook too, we do it quite frequently with our.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's not, you can pick your price, so you put out however much you wanna put in there. So usually we'll run an ad for $25 and it usually does pretty good hitting the demographics you're looking for, but just an option.
I don't even know how to go on Facebook.
I know. It can be
I
done.
don't
That's
wanna
why-
go on it, I don't wanna
That's
know.
why I raised my hand, because I assumed you did not, so bad.
Now you're going crazy. You're going deeper than now. So essentially, a Facebook post could be created for the open position, and then they call it boosting. You can advertise to, well, either the area or to the people that have already liked the page. So it does very well for like my construction business. I use that for advertisement because I can literally pick like a zip code and pick, say, 20 miles away, and it hits, and I can literally choose a demographic if you needed to, and it's really good.
Okay.
So,
That's all. I don't know.
so $40 on a newspaper versus $40 on Facebook, you're gonna get 20 times better, better use of your money from that
And it gives
Facebook
you,
advertising.
it'll tell you who's been hit, what's been hit, versus the newspaper ad. I'm not saying don't do both, because that's not, I mean,
Right.
obviously, I don't pick up the newspaper, but I think it's a generational thing, so.
Why don't I get a little younger blood on that conservation board too? He's the youngest person, I believe.
No,
No.
Carrie's gotta be.
What do you mean gotta be? What do you mean gotta be?
No offense.
I just look mature.
There you go.
No, you're probably right, she's probably the youngest.
If we put it on the Hamlin, like our town Facebook page, I think if we share it to, there's a Hamlin community page where there's a lot of people from the community on that page, I think that will have like. You don't think so, Haley?
It'll hit people.
We put everything on that page, yes.
Yes.
It's auto, I think ours is automatically shared to that. The rec page personally is
Well, what
shared.
Rob was saying too, and what you brought up is,
Yeah.
I've been thinking, like I say, I have no idea what that even is, so,
We're running around right now for sports.
okay,
That's what makes this conversation really fun.
that's okay.
And
So-
if we're
Yeah,
advertising,
because
is there
we're
a
paying for it,
date
so
to
anyone in the
have
area.
applications in by?
Well, we'll figure it out.
Every time you're on
I mean, I don't know what is today's
Get my
date
mind.
anyways, I mean,
Yeah, well,
we
I
gotta
do get
decide
it,
what
but
we're
I'm
gonna
not
do
signing
first.
up.
Today is the 10th.
How about the next Friday?
When you're little kids.
Well,
When's your
Put it
handout of the
on
trees
Hamlin
gonna be?
selection.
Roughly April, right?
I'm
Usually birthday.
I wanna make a decision in April, so
Tree giveaway, yes.
So you can even-
I know you did last year.
our first meeting is April, what, 14th? Let's see, the last day people can do it is April 11th, that way we can make a decision the 14th. Or no, we want to interview them first, I'm sorry. Don't scratch that page, Joe. How about the 4th, and then that will give us a week to interview if we get more than one, and hire somebody on the 14th at our town board meeting. So have it in, have all your stuff in by the 4th of April. We can interview people, that give us a week to interview, and we can hire somebody on the 14th. Sounds good? That gives people a little time to see and everything, we're not rushing.
Down there'll be a description in the.
Right, there'll be, right, we'll say that in the end. Right. Job description, we'll get it, right.
So.
And let's say we got a requesting town board resolution to spend up to $50 to advertise for this, for a new conservation board member. Where we spend it, I don't know.
Okay. Enough to $50.
Yeah, on advertising for a new conservation board member.
He moved, I
Oh,
second.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear
That's all
that.
right, it's okay, you were right.
For what?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Boko, Jaeger,
Yeah.
Foz.
Yes. All right, any other discussion?
I got a couple of things. So just so you guys know, somebody, two seniors fell again on these stairs out here. One fell up and the other one missed the step going down. So,
Oh, that's why they should come back.
I don't, okay, I'm not sure what, I don't know what you can do to stop it.
We
to be
have,
honest.
what do you call ramps, right?
Yes.
Everywhere.
We have ramps, so
But bring it up to Michelle that maybe open the door.
Yeah,
Have
when
them
the
park
ramp
over
is
there
there.
so they can come up the ramp.
I tell our residents all the time to use the ramp.
Yeah.
I always say it's too far to walk.
And, what about the lawn chair?
These stairs that come in and out,
Oh, there.
one front, even Patty Jones' office.
Advertise it, maybe,
How many properties do you have this year?
we don't have any.
Oh. Okay, but you might end up with
It
some.
goes year by year.
Yeah.
Because when April comes, usually the lawns are growing and then we have to play catch up.
Yeah.
Say we can advertise that also,
Okay.
have advertisements in by the 4th on that also, we'll make a decision on the 14th of April.
Okay, I have the form already, so.
We'll get it in there, make that decision the 14th also.
And, any more word on Scout Park at all, or
No,
still, whatever they did?
yeah,
For that advertisement.
I don't know, is that gonna cost us anything, or that maybe we just advertise or what?
I think we should just advertise it. I think we've always put it in the newspaper, like the West Side
Yeah,
News. Yeah. But the way you're talking about other options,
How did you get the guys to that?
in the West Side News.
They read it in the news.
Yes.
All right, we'll make a resolution there, spend up to $50 advertising for a lawn care person for 2025.
So we'll.
Second.
Robert,
Yes.
Wright,
Yes.
Poco, Jaeger,
Yeah.
Buzz.
Yes.
I just have one question. Did you talk to MRB about setting up a meeting for water monitoring?
They just responded today, we just, Paige Joe just sent some more things today. They're still going over all the pamphlets and everything. He's saying it looks like he may drop some, but I want to talk to him for some areas.
Oh, they went over the line.
They're going all over the letters, and Paige Joe just sent some today, I believe. Not good. So, I want to talk to them first before we do anything, whether we still try and get all the town and say, hey, this is what it is, or, I don't know, we'll have to ask them a question. He just responded later this afternoon about it, so I have no answer to
How many were sent out?
There was like
80.
85.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
85, yeah.
What did we get, like, maybe 30? Yeah,
I don't think we got that.
not
many.
even that many.
Most of those all should have been here too.
No, a couple came in late, we were coming back to
Kind
time.
of looked like they would be away.
Right.
I have to be in contact on something.
Anything else? Any other discussion?
And whenever time to.
Barring no further business, I make a motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Okay, so